Dire team ban.
Okay, fair enough. I guess as well, the second pick team sometimes you're more...
it seems like it's a very trivial thing, you know, like, but it actually says a lot about the team.
No, I get what you mean. Yeah. Which would attribute this would result or lead to the point.
Yeah, people would think like, oh, it's just drafting, right? You have to know how to draft from first pick and how to draft from second pick. What's the big deal? But a lot of
very
teams,
difficult.
Yeah, a lot of teams find it very difficult to draft on the same level on both sides. Because both sides require you to think of different. You have different concerns. You have different ways of dealing with the concern. Like I always tell you, on the second pick, you're gonna have the trouble of weaker side lanes because you're picking your heroes first. So you generally want to try to mitigate that by picking like a tri-lane support, like Shaker, Tusk, a Grimstroke. Those are very easy examples so that you can tri-lane and salvage one of your side lanes. Those are like the basic ideas that you can. Those are definitely not the only ideas, but just a basic idea on how you can deal with it.
Of course. With the, GeekFam's draft, they actually would have run the Battle 3. I would love Rubik here. Solid pickup.
For any, yeah, because against the Weaver and Enigma. But then again, I feel like a Bat Rider just has to be, it's better as a pos 5.
I do like it more as a 5, personally.
Yeah.
And then here I would pick a 3 actually, leave the Void Spirit mid.
Radiant team pick.
What is the hero?
Okay, yeah.
So this...
potential flex with Void.
But then you have if...
They're both bad against Quap though. Actually, Void Spirit depends.
I think Void Spirit is okay. You can the link is actually not as bad as it seems because you can skill 1 point dissimulate to dodge the dagger.
Yeah, exactly. You can actually even max dissimulate. We have seen.
Is that good for your own game to max dissimulate?
Well, you go for like not max actually. I think it's like 2-1, 2-2-1. Sorry.
I just like the 1 point because I feel like if you don't get the because your hero is basically the shield.
cooldown is too high.
Yeah, your hero is basically the shield and the remnant. Yeah. If you don't have those spells, then it doesn't feel right.
Choose your hero.
So it is
Weaver carry.
Weaver carry.
I'm not going home tonight.
Okay, you just lost your grab ride home. Don't worry, I'll send you home. And there's the Queen of Pain mid.
Yeah.
So Queen of Pain against should be what? Yeah, should be what?
Yeah, and then the Enigma 5, Nyx 4.
Huh?
Yeah.
Enigma 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I guess because of the Beastmaster, you don't have it.
Love this draft too much. I'm kind of siding more for GeekFam on.
They're just trying to switch the heroes around, trying to get the good core-to-core matchup because they don't want Enigma as a core since there's a Spectre. So they're switching things around because Beast is better against Spectre in the lane. But like I said, they have a very wonky draft. I'm not very sure what to think about it.
How good is the Weaver towards Spectre matchup?
Not very good for you, for sure.
Weaver, you mean?
Yeah, for the Weaver.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
He's good against the other heroes. I would say that. Just that the win condition, it's a bit like, I feel like their win condition on the boom side doesn't really match the Spectre.
Here, what the spectators think on the GG bet odds they have changed from being GeekFam sided to
yeah, they saw the Spectre. They believe.
No, you're wrong. They don't expect they're voting for the other ones. Anyway, go check out GG Bet if you want to bet responsibly, of course, on that site. And as we just shown here on the screen, the MVP vote is also live. So if you guys want to give your favorite player and brand new Mercedes-Benz, go on the MVP site and vote for them. And here is a bit of a nice little video to hype you up to make sure you guys actually vote.
Nice.
We are back with game number 2, and as always, Winter, I will ask you, what are you more confident in specifically?
I'm confident in the third game.
Okay, that says it all, guys. We are unleashing our brilliance as we go into game number 2. Let's see if Boom Esports can prove Winter wrong.
I love being proven wrong.
It's actually very satisfying. Learn so much.
Being wrong is part of life. Being wrong is part of Dota.
If you don't like being wrong, chances are you're wrong a lot.
What? So if you don't like being wrong, you're definitely wrong.
Yeah, 100%. Because you'll never learn. That's the whole point. Actually, my teacher used to tell me this, that if you look at what you did 5 years ago and you don't think you're stupid now. And I love that. It was the best advice. That was my graduation.
It's so true.
That is very right. Yeah, exactly. As you grow older, you
It
realize.
means you have not learned the past 5 years.
Exactly. He was very
You're making the same decision.
Boom Esports. Let's see. Against GeekFam, the match about to start. Who has the stronger lanes this time? You said that Boom tried to bamboozle them with lanes a bit. Do you think they actually got the better?
GeekFam's lanes still feel like they have a Tusk, they have a Bad Rider pos 5. So I think overall they still have a pretty good lane. I think that they have the better lanes, they have the better draft, they have the easier to execute draft for sure. So I'm just like heavily favoring GeekFam to bring us to a third game.
Okay, I agree. I think the Boom Esports idea, even though I could see what they're going for, like you're saying, right? They're trying to like play.
Yeah, they're
by
trying
surprise.
to set traps here and there, but in the end, I felt like they trapped themselves. It's just, I mean, we'll have to see. You know, maybe it works. Maybe they have some idea.
They win the lane.
See, they're changing their lanes, so they are putting a lot of priority in terms of how to set up the lanes.
No, yeah, just because they saw that the Pango's going top, and they need to put the Beastmaster.
I mean, the thing is, when you have this kind of draft, you oftentimes you have only one answer. You need to win your lanes. If you don't win the lanes, you have nothing else to do in the game.
But Spectre already... No, she's still on. She's still on. This is good, though. Oh, this is very smart. The support stopped in time because they knew that this rotation was going to happen. And so they put FBZ on the back foot. Because, yeah, Beastmaster is good against Spectre, but it's not like the hardest counter in the world. You can still deal with him, especially if he's losing a lot of HP. And he didn't go for that much regen either.
Yep, Bad Rider Tusk.
It's an annoying lane. You said that you want to, sometimes when you're playing these kind of lineups to just be able to try lane, right?
Yeah.
And Tusk allows you to do that.
So right now it's gonna be this lane seems, I remember seeing this lane angle as Weaver. I thought it was, sorry, I thought it was gonna be a very,
It's dead. The Carl just died. Oh, no? Very far.
yeah. And he can dodge one tick with the dissimulate. He's like, just come at me, bro.
Come at me. He's trying to bait him. We just saw the kill in the bottom lane by the way against Kescute, but it's okay. We want to see if Carl dies here.
It's just all about the Carl, you know?
It really just about Carl. It is the Carl show. Whenever you watch GeekFam, that's what it's going to be. Look at that evasion.
Every time.
He's doing it on purpose.
He knows.
And Mikoto, you can see how tilted he is because he's ignoring the last hits and going instead to get the kill.
Yeah, the way he plays Dota, he definitely gets into it.
He could have gotten into the deny there, but instead he wanted to go for the kill. I mean, I don't fault him for it, I agree.
Because you get angry, how is he doing this?
Yeah.
How is he doing this?
I like his build as well. The early level in the Dissimulate is very smart. Second level in the Dissimulate. Some Void Spirits, when they place these lanes, they actually go for the level in the Dissimulate level 4, and I don't think that's smart.
I mean, it's especially true against the Queen. I think
yes,
you want to just dodge the dagger is what allows her to own you in the lane.
It's also important because early levels of dagger have longer cooldowns, so the Dissimulate is actually good at dodge. Whereas once she gets level 3, it's almost impossible to dodge.
Yeah, it's pointless to get it later.
Yeah, exactly.
And so right now, looking at the CS, the Void Spirit is not too far behind. They're very, very near towards the Queen of Pain. Yeah, so that's very, very good. You know, Carl is once again showing his prowess in the lane. He's very, very good in the lane.
Especially after the last game, where he did a pretty good job against Bad, but he couldn't quite have the impact he was looking for that game because he was an OD.
I mean, that game was kind of a bit unfair because they had such a greedy draft, and everything is very, very different.
Hey, it wasn't his fault, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he didn't get the chance to show off his skills. Also, I don't think OD is the most Carl hero in the world. Because can you outplay evil? Yeah.
I mean, you kind of can outplay people with OD. Not as... It won't be as fancy as like a Park, Void Spirit, Ember Spirit, you know.
And not even half as infuriating. And I think that's what Carl's going for.
He's the most annoying player. He's just there. His presence is to just annoy you in the game.
I will say that is the most real Dota player you can find. Because Cute might actually be burned up. Ooh! Not quite. Whitemon needs that 1 point in flame break.
Yep, now you baited the flame break, so your carry can farm in the... or your core can farm in the lane.
What do you mean the Firefly?
Oh yeah, sorry. The Firefly.
Yeah, Spectre's doing a fine job though in this lane, frankly. She's really keeping her own against the Beastmaster. It's not even a good lane for her, but...
Yeah, because initially they started with a tri lane, so that gave her enough advantage to sustain through the lane. So right now the task is just like running around. So it's 4-minute rune. It's very, very important to secure the rune because now most likely both the supports have the bottles empty. I mean the mid players have the bottles empty.
So the supports still secure the bottles for them. Indeed. Oh, but they just took it. It's pretty bad because
his is really bad for the Void because
Yes.
he doesn't have HP.
oh, but there we go. Fine. All right, we'll kill you then. Force the blink.
You tried to force me to blink. You used mana to force me to blink.
It's only tag team. It's not really the longest. I mean, I know Tusk is stupid, but not that stupid. Great strength gain though. One of the highest.
Still more than the blink. 70.
I'm glad that they're proving it. It's actually one of the highest strength gains in the game. I was looking this up later before because just
But Tusk has the highest strength.
one of the highest, yeah. Up there, he's up there with Centaur and Brewmaster.
He's one punch man, so you have to be strong.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? He does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and runs 10 kilometers a day.
Wow, you did your research.
That's actually what One Punch Man does, mate.
Yeah,
That's what he
that's
says.
your research.
Oh, right. Watching anime like a weeb, sure. As level 2 tag team. Big power spike when you get level 2 tag team, so now is why he's rotating.
No, it's for the runes. The runes.
Also, yes, sorry. Yes, I
The
apologize.
runes. Don't forget to pick up the runes.
The runes are very important. Oh, Cuckoo went for a bottle, or I like that pickup actually on a Pango.
It's nice on the side lanes. You have the bottle. Sometimes you can pick up the bounty runes because you're near to the runes. So right now, Catapult Wave. Who can take advantage of the Catapult? Seems like both sides don't really have a...
There's not much push.
Yeah, there's not a lot of push because Enigma's like a pulse fight, doesn't have a lot of level. Beastmaster's not having a great time, so probably just exchanging the catapults and no one really has a very clear opportunity to push with the catapult here.
Are you sure that the effect triggers, but doesn't deal the damage?
You mean with the Swashbuckle?
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I
attack.
thought it didn't work.
Cuckoo. Oh, he's really low on HP.
I mean, it doesn't work with the Granny, the Shredder, so I assume Shredder and...
Oh, that's different though.
Oh, it's different?
Yeah, they treat it differently than Swashbuckle.
Isn't that like the same kind of spell?
I thought so too, but no.
No. No.
Because Swashbuckle can apply certain other effects that...
So it's considered a right click?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Because it can apply a Heart Piercer, for example, or Lucky Shot.
We will never know.
I don't know, because the effect shows. That's why I thought it worked with
Plus
tag
he's
team.
TPing bot. Let's go. We have 3 people here. Get this pesky Beastmaster out of my lane, says better. Where are my subjects? I demand my subjects right now.
Radiant
Who is
structures
TPing
are
here to help
fortified.
FPZ? Nobody.
Queen of Pain? Oh, she's half HP, half mana.
Nah, she doesn't want to.
She needs to go back to base.
She needs to go back to base. She has Sonic Wave though, so she's a good TP any
Yeah,
side.
she's the best hero. They need to play with the Raw and the Sonic Wave.
Good midnight pulse there, but Swashbuckle's almost up for Cuckoo. You have to be careful with the Swashbuckle though. You don't want to trigger that Spike Carpus. Oh, what a great
Dire's
impale.
top tower is
That was
under
on point.
attack.
As Nyx is almost, when they're juking in the trees, it's more about where to put the impale than actually the impale itself. He knew Cuckoo could only go in one direction, so which is why he chose it there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, he's trying so hard to defend.
Oh, again, wow, that was really good.
Swashbuckle again.
And Swashbuckle this time he knew there's no Spike Carpus, so he could play a bit more offensively as the bottle. I don't think
Oh, he didn't get the XP for the level 6. He was waiting for the XP. He's one creep away from getting level 6.
That's why.
The Raw.
Spectral Dagger to get to FPZ. Nyx is joining in. Whitemon is going to be stuffed any second with the Spike Carpus. There we go. Spike Carpus. Whitemon is actually going to go down here. Oh, but the Ice Shards might just save him. They will. And now they're in a sea of ice and fire, and they're confused. Hot, cold, not really sure. FPZ might just meet the Reaper. Whitemon dies to the boar. He could have gotten away.
Oh, did the Queen just TP mid? He didn't have TP to come to this fight. It was a really, really important fight for her to be here. So she walked back to base furiously, and then we were watching top.
Those infused raindrops gave Zephyr a
Dire's
second life.
structures are fortified.
You can't spike Carpus quick enough. Zephyr's a bit too quick for you. You're just gonna attack him to death. The fact that a Nyx assassin can do that to you is annoying.
But yeah, but I feel like it was a really bad TP, and I think he TP'd back to me. Like how you use your TP in the early game as heroes like Queen of Pain and Amber is very, very important. If you have a level 6 on a Beastmaster that, you know, because it was a catapult wave, right, they were going to dive him. So it's very important you have to recognize, oh, I'm just going to walk. So here would be the perfect scenario if he had a TP to come down, but she TP'd mid. Like if you walk mid and you save your TP to come here, this is a very, very huge turnaround for you.
Those were such clutch Ice Shards though. Amazing by Zephyr.
Yeah. But then again, I felt like it's more like the Queen of Pain allowed this to happen, you know, because she used the TP in the wrong way. Because this is the kind of fight you want to be there for as a Queen of Pain when you have Sonic Wave. There is no way you do not want to participate in fights like this. Queen of Pain is like one of the best heroes at counter ganking, you know. Someone's getting dive under the tower, oh great! I'm about to get a double kill or a triple kill, at least with this rotation. Whack a meat.
Oh, we muted this thing. Oh my god.
So salty. You don't like this thing at all.
No, why? Why? No, this is the sound. How can you enjoy the sound of this? Because when you can whack it, there's an interesting part because you can make the sound go quiet. And just whack him to death.
Now, don't you play the game in the amusement park where you slam the whatever that's coming out of the box?
Moles, whack-a-mole?
Yeah.
No, I never played that. I think that was before my age. Who plays to do that?
Old people, apparently.
Like by the time that whack-a-mole was a thing, like, sorry, by the time I grew up to go to amusement parks, I had video games, so why would I play whack-a-mole when I played StarCraft? It's 10 times more engaging.
StarCraft? You played StarCraft?
Or Dota as well.
Why would you come to Dota?
I played StarCraft and I played Warcraft and I played Dota 1.
What made you change your mind?
I think Warcraft is a more entertaining game, personally, not to offend anyone. There was a bit more microing involved and a bit less macro.
I like to watch a lot of StarCraft.
StarCraft is really fun to watch, but I enjoyed Warcraft 3 because it was more micro and less macro.
Yeah. So right now the players are ready, so we're gonna resume the game.
Yeah, good.
Queen of Pain still has Sonic Wave.
And hasn't used it one time, right?
Still regrets it. Ah, I should have had my TP ready.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna
Rolling Thunder.
Now she's gonna come bot.
Okay, yeah, you should have Rolling Thunder.
TPing now. This time she has a TP. Double kill.
The boards were giving vision for Cuckoo and the the snowball! And they snowball right into Rolling Thunder so Cuckoo can actually get away. Zephyr is trying to beat hell, and he did accomplish it. Oh, he dies in base though.
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh,
is
the
under
Pango
attack.
is not dead.
No, because he Rolling Thundered within that snowball. It was fantastic timing.
Oh my
You
god.
could have actually not played that better, Zephyr.
Yep, alright. I think Zephyr is officially becoming the third person I'm voting. Wait, am I allowed to vote more than one?
是一个没有感情的
That would be
刷钱
illegal.
机器。
So the reason why they actually see the Primal Roar is because the boars are behind, which was a bit of a mistake there by Cuckoo, but it worked out in the end. Very good Rolling Thunder, fantastic snowball by Zephyr. So clutch, man.
He actually could have lived if he decided to TP a little bit earlier.
Yep.
But he was like, oh, just marveling at the brilliance of his snowball.
He's like, I can't believe I did that, guys. The TP. I can't believe I just saved your life, Bangle. I do actually do that, to be honest. I think any player does. When they do a good play, they are stunned for a second by their own brilliance. It's the moment where you admire your own ego. You have Necronomicon ready on the Beastmaster, and we was going for a Maelstrom build, interestingly enough.
You're so vain, Alpha Plus. You're like guy staring at the mirror every day before to work. You're the best. You're looking at the mirror. You're the best. Telling yourself.
I mean, I am a caster, so I don't really know what you expect from me. Mikoto,
He's just trying to debate.
he's just trying to debate with the taunt. No.
So right now, second catapult has spawned. Again, doesn't feel like anyone has like a very decisive advantage. Any lane that they can push right now. Maybe they can try to move the Beastmaster. No, he's not moving to middle. He's still at bot. So if he's not at mid, they can't really push this tower.
Well, the Swarm.
Yeah, he wants to keep the catapult alive.
Yeah. I thought if you got the Swarm on Carl, then you have vision and you can just chase after him. Nyx is really good against Void, by the way. So you have to be a bit careful as Carl.
Dire's middle tower has
That is the
been
ultimate
denied.
Carl play as well.
I do not fear you.
I'll just gonna go deny the tower, guys. It's just easy. It's just easy.
It's just the...
Light Mod is gonna go down here though, so he'll get a counter support kill and they tip him as he dies. This is the Carl effect. You're trying to abuse his teammates because you can't abuse him. Spectre though in the bottom lane, and they find an even more important kill on FBZ. A bit too advanced there. I'm not really sure
He
why.
was trying to kill the Pango.
Ah, right. Cool. But now you can make an Alcon, so you think?
That's not cool. He didn't get the kill. If he got the kill, that would be cool. So it's a post 5 Enigma here. Getting his mech is level 7 soon.
So Positive Enigma has a right to farm, right?
Yeah,
You given the seal of approval?
Look at the Nyx.
Dire's top
Well,
tower
Yeah,
is
it's
under
true. Nyx
attack.
is...
You think the Enigma cares about the
Dire's
Nyx? No.
structures are
No.
fortified.
You
To be
are-
honest, Nyx has more net worth than Tusk, though. And Tusk is a +4, technically. Okay, going in for this Beastmaster, realizing his mistake. Snowball's away. He just forced 4 TPs, though, for a Tusk.
Yeah, Kenny.
That's really good.
We remember what you did. with the snowball.
Radiant's middle
Not
tower
again.
is under attack.
Never again.
Yeah, but still, like that was a good play though, right?
Yeah, that was a very good play.
You
Because
were
the
patient.
Radiant over-rotated for that.
Because the game, the tempo is supposed to be faster right, from Esports, right? They're supposed
Yep.
to do more things. Right?
Yes, you're correct. They have to try to push with this Enigma plus Beast. And even with the Weaver, because the Weaver is like a very active carry. He doesn't like to farm only. He wants to fight, farm, fight, farm. It's a mixture of both.
Bottom tower
Or fight if you can win all the fights.
Of course, ideally, yes, I agree. But that's why Weaver goes for Maelstrom, actually. It's a good way to farm quickly between
Radiant's
the
top
fights.
tower is under
And it's still a
attack.
decent fighting.
But I kind of feel like maybe Deso is better this game because they want to play it.
Oh, that was a fantastic. This is what I was talking about, by the way. Great counter here by the Nyx
Radiant's middle
Assassin.
tower
Yep.
is under
And they
attack.
finally, the tip. They finally catch that pesky car or something.
Notice how they tip him, even though he has no battle pass, but they tip him battle pass points. So the ultimate throw. Oh, he has one now. Never mind. They bought him one after the cast.
Radiant's
Tusk in
top
trouble.
tower
Zephyr has the snowball, but it's not going to do much with it, unfortunately. And Dream himself wants the style with the Shikuchi kill. He does get it. Fantastic. On top lane, it's Enigma and Nyx versus the Bad Rider, and they're going to win. Too many Eidolons. Cuckoo nearby, just rolling in. Steven can get the kill on Enigma. There's no follow-up though, so Cuckoo, you're alone against the world.
Nice dog.
When are you going to realize, Cuckoo, you have to get the swashbuckle off? Is not enough to kill the Enigma. Now you're in trouble. FPC chasing after you. The roar is not available, but they do have the boars to slow you down.
Not needed, my friend. I was talking about like I probably liked it more if he goes for the Desolator because that's going to allow them to play faster and get Roshan and everything.
And objectives especially, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if you don't finish the game, say, I think maximum you can allow the game to go to 30 minutes, 35. If the game goes beyond that, or at least during 20-25 minutes, you don't have a sizable lead.
Or choke, or starting to choke
Yeah,
Spectre.
the Spectre is just going to carry the game.
Yep.
You're going to always be having that pressure on you because of how the drafts are set up, right? So you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, I agree. It's
The Spectre
maybe I
is...
think they can elongate the game with the Maelstrom on Weaver, and they can just like similar to the idea of Troll Battle Fury, right?
Yeah, it allows you to farm faster to get to
Yeah.
your point. I agree. But I look more at it as, does it allow you to speed up the game as well? It's not just about you farming, it's about the whole game, you know? Like, how are you supposed to speed up the game so that the Spectre can't keep up? You take towers, you take objectives, so Desolator gives you that.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Maelstrom Weaver is relatively inconsistent damage because you depend on trying to get the double proc. The thing is now it's ability attack procs on both attacks, or can proc on both attacks, which is why it's so good.
You mean
But-
the Maelstrom, right?
Or anything, yeah. Crits, whatever, procs on both. Which means that there's more chance of getting it, but it is also, it's a bit luck dependent to some degree. Because you're not particularly high attack speed here.
I mean, for right now, they have a decent lead, 4K lead.
Yeah.
But it's not still not in a like a area where you can feel comfortable with the Radiant draft. You still want to keep up the pace of the game. You want to keep pushing.
More objectives.
Yeah, you want to just keep pressuring, you know. And look to, you have to be planning about, can we get Roshan? So if they don't have enough damage, they have to get a Medallion, maybe on a Beast or the Enigma.
Carl could be trouble. There's the Impale. Okay, Carl with the Swarm. Again, trying to get away. Dissimulate will stop him. No, he baits it. He's not the Astral Step, so he has enough movement. Trying to get the Swarm off. There's the last one in the backline. Trying to catch the Enigma. No more black hole for you. But they do lose Carl's courier. However, it's okay because Carl does not die. That's what he's happy about here. Oh, that was his Yule Scepter. That was Carl's. And Pango is caught in the top lane. I think there was a Power Roar just to commit for Cuckoo.
Yeah, they didn't have to use Sonic Wave. That's great. So the Pango trying to play the dead lane, but wasn't able to get out on time. Courier, another courier.
Is that courier there? I think he just forgot about it, to be honest.
Yep, too much going on because the pace of the game is getting pretty hard for them to deal with right now.
Actually looking similar to last game, GeekFam. I mean, they have much more solid draft, but
under attack.
they're gonna get punished.
Too many pickoffs. Like the Void Spirit and the Pango both died like what 4 times already right now. From pickoffs from either the Nyx or the Beast. They're not like, because they're supposed to group up together to fight, you know, and play for the Haunt. How many times have you seen like the other 4 heroes going into a fight and allowing Spectre to Haunt so far? Like I don't think we've seen any yet. There hasn't been any opportunities for the Spectre to come in to get some kills to clear money, you know.
You're right. Do you find that perhaps GeekFam seems to abandon the ship too quickly and just go straight for the trying to push desperately, shoving the lane?
Yeah, just like trying to go into like
Default mode
like,
of like.
or like some kind of emergency mode, you know, where you just try to, you feel like you cannot fight at all anymore, so you're just trying to get the lanes out, try to avoid. But when I look at the lineup, I feel like, are they actually that weak with the Pango role? I don't feel so.
And with the lasso and the tusk as well, like you have damage from lassos.
There's still a haunt, so I feel like maybe if they take the fights at right places with under the right circumstances, they still have a chance to win the fight. Comparing to trying to split push against the Nyx and the Beastmaster, that's not going to be easy, you know.
Co-op as well. I mean, they have a lot of mobility. Weaver,
they have so much to get onto you. It's so dangerous.
And also, you haven't seen a single smoke by GeekFam. They haven't tried to do these kind of pickoffs yet.
Yeah, because everyone is dying left and right. I mean, I say everyone, but it's mainly the Pango and the Void Spirit getting.
Carl and Cook.
Yeah, the two of them. Of course, the two of them. You know. Thank you for the warning. Thank you for holding me back.
Yeah, it's okay. I got you, bro. All right, let's see. Are they gonna... I mean, Boom is also doing a pretty good job, though, of maintaining within the same range, right? They're not often too spread out, because they know the power of these guys.
Yeah, their lineup is about sticking together, playing with the Aura, the Beastmaster, plus pushing with the Enigma.
And they're constantly catching out people like this. Whitemon, again, I mean, he's also died of Scar.
The thing is, it's going to happen, because you're not able to fight the enemy, right? So you're going to try to split.
Okay, to save your buddy. Syndomos is a good play. We'll see Sonic Wave destabilize them. They lost the support. 4-2 for now. GeekFam. They need to get away with Raven. The Pango trying to do the same. Okay, we see a Haunt as well. They're confident in the role. Carl still hasn't joined in, and the Pango alone. Stop with a roar. He's going up to the high ground. There's no swarm on him, so they don't see him. Instead, they concentrate on Carl, and it's just a bit too easy.
Yep, they're just like snowballed too far ahead right now for Boom Esports. They have gained too many pickoffs. There's too many pickoffs happening. Like there's so many engages. Like they've gotten the first move to jump onto the GeekFam squad. Like so far we've seen like a couple of engages every time. It's either a Raw on somebody or Nyx is starting on someone. Like Dire has never been able to start a fight on their own terms.
I know this seems like a stupid comment, but you can't lose this many couriers. You're actually giving a ridiculous amount of free goals to these couriers to the enemy team.
Oh, that's the least of their problems right now, yeah.
I'm just saying, it's just, I think it's been like 5 or 6. You've given more or less. That's more than bounties.
Yeah, that's like
more
two bounties, right? Maybe 3?
Each courier is more or less like that, yeah. So it gets to the point where like, yeah, okay. Because we were in, like, look at the farm and Beastmaster, we were in Co-op, they're all really high up. They're playing a really nice tricore here on Blue ID.
It is a tricore. Or you...
This is a tricore level.
Maybe you could say it's even a 5-core draft, because Nyx and Enigma, you have somewhat written rights, you know, to farm in the game. Or maybe not the Nyx, but the Enigma.
Oh, the Nyx. Nyx is the...
Nyx is like whatever. I'm not included.
Nyx is water bug. Sorry, water boy.
Water boy.
Yeah, there we go. That's the true water boy, Nyx. Sir, are you guys thirsty? May I bring you some words for vision?
He's bringing them the kills, you know, setting up the kills.
It is true, actually. He set up a lot of kills on Bad, especially. Dreamo Chell, he's an opportunity on Cuckoo. There's a swarm. Cuckoo. Hitting the little bug. Goes up to the high ground. Cuckoo is going to try to roll. Oh, no! The Eidolon set up for the stomp on the Centaur Conqueror, and Cuckoo didn't see that. Tusk also dying in the background. And the tips are flying like crazy.
Oh boy. I mean, this game has just been getting worse and worse right now for GeekFam. I mean, this is in a territory where one more mistake, I think the game is just gonna be very, very hard for them to come back to. Like, when you ever see Spectres usually getting Blade Mail, it usually means the game is in dire straits.
Yes. Especially after Radiance, right? If you need Blade Mail early to fight, okay, maybe sometimes.
Yeah, some games it's okay to buy Blade Mail first.
But like this, no, I agree. It's dire straits, 100%.
Trouble. They're in a lot of trouble.
Is Carl giving up on the Yules? Going for Desolator afterwards? What's the plan? These Yules are not completing it.
Then the courier. Oh, since his courier is dead.
Nasty. I mean, honestly, Yule's timing was actually delayed by 2 minutes because of the courier kill at first. Not that it would have mattered if they're not getting any kills. Yules comes out first on Nyx, then on the Void Spirit. That's a sad sight to watch. Guard and Greaves are done in the Enigma. You're right. He's another core. Pango has less farm than him.
Everyone's like, oh, we just need to pick 4 heroes to support, then I can farm. I have the right to farm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Therefore dies for free, but the lasso to put the Nyx up on the high ground. They lack the damage.
Carapace.
That 800 was missed as well. And Whitemon's a free kill. Here comes the Rolling Thunder though by Cuckoo trying to send us around. Spike Guard prevents some of the damage. Hyde avoiding him. Hyde's avoiding him well. You can't jump on Hyde. You get screamed up and destroyed. Oh, wow. You just got juked by an insect.
cockroach.
Dire's structures
Because he has 6
are
legs, it's easier to
fortified.
juke, he has more coordination.
Dire's middle
Wait,
barracks
that's not
are
true.
under attack.
It's easier to juke if you have less legs, if you have 2 legs. Because it's easier for you to move around, navigate around.
Have you tried squashing a cockroach?
Dire's bottom tower has
Yeah. Hans coming in here, trying to turn this into a Mariah, but Carl's already dead. There's the black hole as well to just catch a Spectre. And the Blade Mill's doing work, sure, but not enough, honestly. Raven still has been killed off. The rest of Boom are just running down GeekFam. You're forcing buybacks left, right, and center. And all GeekFam have been able to accomplish is a kill on the Beastmaster with a dieback now on poor Carl. Cuckoo coming back in, hoping to squash the Roach. He's so angry. He's been broken. He's been stopped. He's been killed. GeekFam is just losing.
And that's Mikoto, Queen of Pain. First pick in the first phase. And just doing so
Dire's
much.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Oh boy. This is
Buybacks left, right, and center. And all GeekFam have been able to accomplish is a kill on the Beastmaster with a dieback now on poor Carl. Cuckoo coming back in, hoping to squash the Roach. He's so angry. He's been broken. He's been stopped. He's been killed. GeekFam is just losing.
And that's Mikoto, Queen of Pain. First pick in the first phase. And just doing so much.